Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're getting started later than before on this thing. This is Jared Hollis here. We're here for tonight's edition of It's Like Radio, but with more Atari. And today there is more Atari. I decided what I wanted to do is play through some of the launch titles for the Atari 2600.
What does that mean?
The ones that came out when the system came out.
Okay.
Problem is, a lot of these are two-player games, and not one player.
Oh, I see.
So you got that issue. But this one here that I'm going to do first is called Surround. It was released by Sears as Chase. See, what happened was you could get a version of the Atari at Sears. It was called the Sears, home computer or whatever. Yeah,
okay.
But it's really just the Atari, and it's the same games. They just named them something different.
Gotcha.
And so it's going to be a little bit of Surround is what we're going to play today on the show. I might change it up, might play something else, but for now, that's what my plan is. This was games from 1978. It was published by Atari. So I'm going to just get going on this. We're going to get started, and then we're going to, just do the show as the show happens. And I'll tell you what, my Atari just crashed.
Typical, right?
It's weird, man. I never have problems with this stuff, but lately I've been having problems with everything. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
It happened to me yesterday with the Metroid I was trying to play.
Exactly.
It wouldn't work right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going through my games again. We'll see if maybe I'll have to pause for too long. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to put on left difficulty B, right difficulty B. Supposedly that's better for beginners. I'm not really a beginner, but I need to pay attention to the topics and things as well, so I'm not going to necessarily pay that attention. Do you want to see it in color, or do you want it in black and white?
Let's do it in color.
I prefer the black and white, but that's okay. No, it's all right. It looks pretty cool.
No,
right.
color all the way.
All right. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Cat's climbing up my leg. All right, so really, wait a second. It's here. Oh, I see what the problem is. Okay, I see what the problem is. It's always something. So I'm thinking to play a one-player game. You've got to have your controller in the other port.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so you know what? It's always something, man. It's always something. I don't really remember how to put this in the other port, so I'm just gonna have to not. I'm gonna have to do something else. 2 days in a row.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna give you 2 years, and you gotta tell me which one feels closer to you. Okay?
Which year feels closer to me?
Not closer like, oh, my heart, like I'm in love. I mean closer like in length.
Right.
Right.
You mean more recent?
Right.
Okay, more recent.
Okay. And then I'll tell you the stats.
Okay.
What people say.
All right.
All right, so the 2 years we're looking at is 2006 and 2040.
What seems nearer to me?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's going to be 2006 because it's in the past rather than something that is in the future that may or may not even occur. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, of course, it's going to be...
But you know that they are equally the same years.
Okay.
So it's just one's in the past and one's in the future. So it's the same amount of time.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
It's just one's in the past and one's in the future.
Right.
So everyone said 2006.
Everybody said 2006.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Not everyone, but 36%. 36%, and then the rest were less than that. So, that was the highest amount was the 36%, and they said 2006.
This is another Atari launch game. This one's called Street Racer.
Oh, I love this game.
You like this game?
I do.
Where you play against the other person. The other person's beating me. I'm the black one. They're the white one. And I don't even think they're moving. I think they're just sitting still and they're winning.
Oh, how do you keep running into that guy? You can control how fast you go, right?
Well, sort of. You got a high and a low, really.
Well, maybe you should go a little slower.
But I'm trying to catch up to this guy. 2000 was it? 2006. I gotta be honest with you. Everything from about 2006 on has been kind of a blur for me. I hate to say it, but it's true. Like, it feels like it didn't even happen, and I can't imagine that it could happen. Especially if you consider like the kind of things that I've done since 2006.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. Like it's like I read about somebody doing it, but it was really me doing it. It's really strange. Really, really odd. I've had a very odd life.
So I'm just gonna say, if you guys ever want to know what door dashing is like, it's pretty much like watching you play this game right now. It's pretty much what door dashing is like, trying to get out on the highway.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be crashing into people.
No, and then like, trying to get your order, like, and make the turn lane and the turns. Yeah, this is what it reminds me.
So what you're saying is I just spent several hours door dashing. I shouldn't have come home and played a game
where you were door dashing. Exactly.
I'll play Maze next.
I mean, I'm enjoying this game. Like, I do like it.
When it was released by Sears, it was called Speedway 2, which is odd because there was never a Speedway 1. There might have been an arcade game called that. That was cool.
I have a good story for you.
You do? Is it about Jonah Hill? Because we spent a good amount of time.
It's not. I was not even going to bring up Jonah Hill because I don't really know, like, the update on that. You can tell me if you want to.
All right. Well, now some girl that was 16 at the time. She used to be on a show called Zoe 101, which was
I've heard of it.
like a Nickelodeon, I think.
Yes.
And hold on, I lost my train of thought. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So she's saying that Jonah Hill assaulted her when she was only 16 years old. She's 31 years old now, and she's saying he assaulted her. Here's what she says happened. 16. She was at a Hollywood party. Jonah Hill and Justin Long were there. You know Justin Long from I think he might have dated Drew Barrymore. He used to be in like phone commercials. Whatever. Justin Long. You know him if you've seen him. It was his party, and Jonah Hill was there, and she's saying that during the party, everybody knew how old she was. Everybody knew, and she was young.
I'm just gonna jump in real quick. I mean, she's making assumptions, saying everyone knew how old I was.
Well, that's true. So everyone at the party was drunk.
Right.
And she said she was drunk also.
Okay.
And Jonah Hill took her outside to smoke. And when they went outside, he pushed her against the wall and, quote, put his tongue down her throat. And that's all that happened. And then she just came out with that. And the update on that was 5 hours ago. So this is something like just...
Wow.
This just came out.
Wow, this is like breaking. Yeah,
It is.
Okay, wow, I don't even know where to go with that.
It's really hard, and I'll tell you why. Because you just don't know. You don't know, but you don't want to not believe somebody who was, a victim or maybe a victim. It's really, I don't know, man. I don't know, because like, you could obviously, try to poke holes in that. You know what I mean? You could, but just because there's holes to be poked doesn't mean that it didn't happen. Right,
but also I want to know why she waited so long to say something.
Well, now, that's what they always ask. But the correct answer to that is that you can't tell somebody else how to process trauma.
True. No, that's right. Yeah. I mean, I understand that. Yes.
This game is called Maze or Maze Craze, and it's basically a maze. You're trying to find the end of the maze. And
are you blue or red?
I'm red. I think blue's. It's another one of these ones that it's a 2-player game. But this one, if you put the bad guys on, it's still fun with the 1 player.
Oh, you got eaten by a spider.
Yes, and so, man, I keep going. And so, my only thing is about it. it's interesting timing, certainly, but I don't know, man. Like, how if you're that drunk at a party, I don't know how much you can remember correctly. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I totally understand what you're saying. Yes. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know what to say because, you know, I don't want to be like, you know, hey, she's lying or whatever, you know.
Because you don't know.
Or because you don't know, exactly. And, you know, I think that, you know, I mean, I think like, how do I say this?
I don't know.
Being really, like, I don't know. I think a lot of
You're gonna get
things-
canceled. Yeah, you're gonna get canceled.
I think a lot of
Yeah, she's getting canceled right now. What she's saying?
I mean, didn't things like that weren't quite right happen to us when we were younger? I mean, like, not saying that what she's saying isn't valid. I'm just saying, like, you know, she's probably not the only one.
Can I tell you what the reaction is to the thing online?
Yeah.
It seems to me that the majority of people are saying that if it was just another guy her age, maybe that'd be one thing, but he was an adult. She was 16, and, you know, if it happened,
If it, right. I mean,
then it's worse, because he was 24 and she was 16.
yeah, I mean, I kind of got to go with that just not being... That's not good for him. Like,
No,
that's
it's
just not good.
It's not, because, you know, these allegations can come out, and they can be... They can, you know, be enough to really just ruin somebody's career. And maybe that's good in some ways. You know, I don't know. I don't care about Jonah Hill either, anyway. I'm not a fan. You know what I mean?
It sounds like we're diehard Jonah Hill fans. Exactly.
Was he the security guard in
in the museum?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was funny. I don't know what else I've ever seen him in where he's been funny or good. I don't know. But the problem is, I think his girlfriend, the ex, I do believe she's crazy. I think that she's posted now more conversations they had, and none of them are any different than what you've already seen. Him saying that I don't want to be with you if this is what you're going to be like, which you can agree or disagree with that. But I say that everybody has their boundaries, and that's you should, and you know don't overstep your boundaries, and that's what I think he was doing there. I think it's kind of rotten for someone to save messages, and this could change because something else worse could happen. But I think it's kind of weird. I had somebody stop talking to me because I saved their messages for like 2 days. They said that was inappropriate.
Yeah, you know, I think I do have my phone set up where like they delete after like so often, and so like it is frustrating because like sometimes I want to go back and look at something, and I'm like, oh yeah, wait, I can't because I had that set up for it to auto delete.
Yeah, man, everything's going wrong on my thing. The Atari just keeps crashing.
Oh.
I don't know why. It has never done that before. Maybe I'm doing too much on it. I don't know.
Oh, so can I tell you this story?
That wasn't the story?
No.
There's
we were
more?
just talking about we got sidetracked by talking about Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah Hill. I really quickly though, I did commit to playing the launch title games. I did say I was going to do that, right?
Yeah, you did.
So I should probably at least try to. I think it's so weird that you've got to plug the joystick in the other controller, a port, to get it to work on surround. But that's okay. We've all seen Snake before. We all know. I have another controller. I should just plug that in. But we'll do that on Friday. On Friday night is when we play the games where Holly plays along as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got Indy 500, Starship, Street Racer, which I just played, Surround, Video Olympics, Air Sea Battle, which I know is 2-player, Basic Math, Blackjack, Combat.
Oh, Basic Math.
Okay, fine. Basic Math it is.
Basic Math.
We're gonna play some of the launch title games, Atari 2600. Basic Math.
With Basic Math.
I feel like I had this game growing up, to be honest.
Really?
I feel like I might have. Let's do this one. I don't know. We'll do it. I don't know what
Well,
the
that's
difficulties mean.
10.
All right, we'll do it in black and white. And let's go. I don't know how to play this.
9 plus 9 is 18. 9 plus 3 is 12.
All right.
That would be 10.
Yeah, but how do you do? Oh, okay.
It's not 19.
All right.
Hey, you got one.
Okay. Okay.
What?
You're going to tell the story.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was really into the bad game. This was fun for me. I don't know why. Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you if this mom overreacted. So, mom, fiance, daughter go camping. They're in a cabin. They go away for the weekend. They're in a cabin. The fiance goes to put his arm around the daughter, and instead of putting his arm around the daughter, like shoulders, he puts his arm around her side and kind of reaches around to her stomach and just kind of leaves it there.
Okay. How old is she?
19.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So later, she didn't think about it at the time, although I would. But later she was like, you know what? That's kind of creepy. So what do you think? Creepy? Did she overreact?
What did she do to overreact besides say, that's kind of creepy?
It doesn't say like what she did.
It doesn't say what she did.
No. So this is
so I don't know how I could answer your question. Did she overreact, because we don't know what she did.
I mean, overreacting is her just thinking that it was creepy. I mean, is it creepy? That's the question. Is it creepy?
Maybe. Hard to say. Is there a picture?
There is no picture, no.
So how could you possibly know if it's creepy? It sounds weird, but I don't. I mean,
It
she's
does sound
19.
Yeah.
She's not 14.
Right.
So she could elbow him in the face to get out of here.
She could. I'd be like, what are you doing?
I mean, yeah, it's probably.
So if you were her, would you love him or leave him?
Over that,
Yes.
leave him.
Like, if that was your daughter, and well, I mean that wouldn't be the same, but like, would you do that to a 19-year-old?
I would. Wrap your arms around her from the back? Sure.
No.
Also, I'm Jonah Hill.
No. Oh wait, you're on Hangman now?
I switched it up.
Okay.
Math was too distracting for you. I had to turn it off.
It was, yeah.
Well, I figured, what we used to do is we used to play Wheel of Fortune. I guess we could probably end with that tonight if you want to.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I thought I could do a Wheel of Fortune like a game, which is it's Hangman. And this was 1978, but this wasn't like a launch title right at the beginning, but it's still around the same year. We had this game growing up. I loved it. I especially liked level 9 because you could make your own words, I think.
Oh, that's fun.
I just remember loving level 9. I guess I can see what it is.
Cheating.
It's not cheating.
Skipping to level 9 because
You can't get. That's not how these games work. They're not levels. They're difficulty settings. So, the way Atari games work, especially the old ones, they would advertise however many different games. So this would have on the cartridge or in the manual. It would say Hangman with 9 different games, and they're just variations of the first game. And then you got a game like Air Sea Battle, where your boats and then your airplanes, and that's every level is something different. But it's not something you can build up to win. It's just a one.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, this one is the one where you can pick the other.
So you're gonna make a word?
I think that's how this works.
Oh, this is fun.
has to figure it out.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Oh, you're gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, you saw what the word was. So.
Uh-huh.
Let's be clear, you know what the word is.
I know, I totally know what the word is. I just really wanted to win at the game.
Yeah.
I'm going the wrong way.
You don't have to give them an order. You can put any letters in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Go try the second letter first. See?
Oh. Ew.
There you go. You won. And then I think it goes up to 7 or something like that, where then you pick the word and I gotta guess. And all that.
Okay.
We'll do that one night. We'll play through these.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. Yeah.
I did find my second player and joystick. Apparently, it's the arrow keys on the computer. So there's that. I don't know. I mean, what do you think about it? The guy could totally be a creep.
No, he's totally a creep, and I say leave him. Like, absolutely 100%.
Okay, explain to me then again one more time what happened. Because, I mean, honestly.
Okay, so her fiance, okay, so they're staying for the weekend at a cabin. He goes to put his arm around the lady's daughter. Instead of going around the shoulders, you know, like that, he goes to the back of the waist and around her side and like to her stomach.
Wait a
like,
second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait a second. What you're describing is just a side hug.
A side? Like, what do you mean? Like a side?
Like a side hug. Like, all right, like this bottle of Diet...
Okay, yeah, he's demonstrating with Diet Coke bottles.
Give me a second, I think it's a game on. Okay, so, this is her.
That's her,
right?
yes.
It's a Diet Coke bottle.
Uh-huh.
This Diet Coke bottle with a little wrench is him in his hand.
Yes.
All right, so he goes, oh, hey, comes up behind her, gives her a side hug.
Yeah, but you don't do that to, like, somebody's daughter. Like, if you're...
What? If it's a picture, or they get a picture or something.
No, that's
you can't
crazy.
give somebody a side hug?
No, you
I don't
can't
think
do
that.
that. That says something else. That says, like, when you go, like, below the shoulders, like your shoulder blades.
I see what you're doing with your hands, but it's not helping your argument at all. Now, how did she know him?
This is her fiance.
Whose fiance?
The mom.
Right. Has she met him
Mom's
before?
Fiance. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's her fiance.
Right. So he's going to marry her mom. So he'll be the stepdad.
Right.
A stepdad can't give an affectionate side hug to his stepdaughter?
Well, I mean, I guess when you put it that way, it's not as creepy.
It's really,
but...
I don't really think it's creepy. I think it is what it is, and in this case, it's probably innocent. But, you know, I might be wrong. It's possible.
I don't know. Oh.
You know it is Snake, probably.
Oh, you're snaky.
This is a game that I think has been released on everything from calculators to, home computers. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. If it made her, I guess the deal is, if it made her feel uncomfortable.
Which it did later. At the time,
I don't know about that. Later,
okay. She said at the time, she was like, I think nothing of it. And then she was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There might be something to that.
I mean, it's not like he pressed himself against her or anything like that.
Well, I mean, you got to be pretty close to get
not
your
what I
hand
mean.
all the way around.
That's not what I mean. Not standing sideways. Unless he's incredibly fortunate.
No.
Honestly, though, I mean...
Okay, so you say love him.
I don't say love him, but I say
leave him.
I say that... It's too subjective without anything else other than he sidled up to me and then because you can make anything sound horrible, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that if it happened more than once, if it was so if he was a ongoing creep, then she needs to talk it over with her mom.
Oh yeah, like if he was kept doing that.
If there was something, there was some,
yeah.
as our friend Uncle Eric would say, if there was some there.
Yes. All right, real quick. Did you hear about this new way to pay for things at Whole Foods?
Well, is it with your... No, I didn't. I have no joke for it either, because I don't know what it is.
Okay, so you don't need anything but your palm now. Like, that's literally it. Just your palm.
Cool.
They're using your fingerprints.
Cool. So they hired a lot of I don't want to say, I guess I would say psychics, palm readers, mystics.
Yes. They're like, you know what? Put back the bananas.
They're like, listen,
you're not gonna eat
get her
those.
out of there. She's gonna get electrocuted down there. That's where everything's like. There's a bunch of wires down there. I don't know why she wants to keep going down there anyway. What are you doing?
Putting that up there so she can't get down there. Oh yeah. So anyway, they're using your fingerprints.
I don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's totally creepy, and it freaks me out. But they've tried it out, and they said it's going really well. And yeah, you just put your palm on the reader, and pays for your stuff. They're using biometrics, and people said, oh, you know, I guess people watch a lot of movies because they were talking about how the comments were about how you chop off your arm or whatever, you know, to like steal someone's identity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Whole Foods just said, don't worry about it. That's not gonna happen. You're totally safe.
How do they know?
I don't know. They're trying to make.
Well, I guess because if you were going to chop somebody's arm off, the last thing that'd be on your mind is I gotta go get some vegan chili or whatever.
Exactly.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this dude's arm up my sleeve so it looks like I'm not carrying around a severed arm, and I'm gonna hope nobody notices, and I'm gonna buy something with it. I'm gonna hope that I'm gonna hope he has a Whole Foods membership or whatever, because otherwise I just cut off some dude's arm for no reason. I love Whole Foods that much. It's how much I love Whole Foods that I'm gonna chop off a dude's arm just to steal Whole Foods. I've never been there, but I think it's probably too expensive anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the problem with just using money? Why does everybody want to replace that? Like, what's that about?
You know, and that's the thing too. Like, you bring up a good point, because we've been to places where they don't even take cash.
We have.
And I think that's absolutely crazy. Like, cash is cash. Like, that is the original money. Like, how do you?
Well, I don't know about that. The original money was probably seashells or something.
Jewels and precious gems.
I mean, you know, it might have been a couple of stones. I don't know what it was. Might have been sexual favors. I don't know what it was.
No.
But I would not say cash was the original currency. I don't think that's true.
Well, it's my original currency.
Okay, well, no. Your original currency is laughter.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, I don't like it. I don't know why everyone wants to, like, jump to replace cash anyway. It's kind of, I don't know, man. People are in a hurry for who knows what. Because it's not easier. How is it easier if, you know, you have to have an account, then you've got to have money in your account, and then you've got to have your bank card, and you got to go talk to somebody and get a thing. Then you got to pick a PIN number, then you got to remember your PIN number, then you get your arm scanned, and then you get your face scanned, and it's none of it sounds, to me, it sounds too complicated for going to buy a soda.
Like, what is a soda? Why can't I just give you like $3 in cash and then get my soda? It doesn't make any sense.
We don't take cash, and I thought that was illegal. I thought it was. I always was told that if it's U.S. currency, they've got to take it. So, like, if you ever had a $2 bill and you went to the store and they were like, "Oh, it's not real. I can't take this."
Right. It'd be like, "Oh, nope, it's actual money. Like, you got to take it."
It's the original currency, the $2 bill.
It is the original currency, yes.
So what you're supposed to do in this game is trap the other guy. But I just keep on dying.
Oh, here's something that's kind of interesting. Did you see the story about Aretha Franklin's will?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah?
If I did see it,
You don't remember it?
I wouldn't have clicked on it.
Okay, well, I didn't tactically really click on it.
Oh my goodness.
Either. What's happening?
Sped up.
Yeah, it did.
And I died again.
So, they have ruled that Aretha Franklin's will is legal, and they found it, guess where?
Toilet.
No, close.
Inside her body.
Ew.
Well,
No. Would you, that
Whole
wouldn't even work.
Foods.
No.
Jonah Hill had it.
No. You're just making stuff up. No, they found it in her couch.
Yeah, that tracks. What else did they find in there?
That's what I was
Recording
wondering.
contract.
That's what I was wondering too. Her CD stash, like, you know, her whatever.
Crazy.
Yeah, so they were like, oh yeah, no, it's totally fine. Like, that's perfectly legal. Like, just a piece of paper found in a couch. It's like, yep, that's good. That tracks.
Well, I'm sure it's got a, you know,
like a seal or something
well,
on it. Or, I don't know.
Probably a witness.
Oh, here, one more thing. Can you just be my witness, and then I'm gonna tuck it in here while you know. Get it? Because it was the couch.
I get it.
Okay.
I said I got it.
Hey then, I'm just making sure. Okay, so let's see what else I have. Oh, let's do facts. Are facts fun?
I don't know. Sometimes.
Let me find my facts. Okay, random facts for today. 2 states, Massachusetts and Alaska, still prohibit the sale of alcohol on election day, while polls are open. That's probably a good idea.
Wait, which states?
Massachusetts and Alaska.
Delaware doesn't.
So Delaware, you can just go celebrate.
I was always told it was against the law. This is a problem when you used to do radio for senior citizens. Everything you know is like totally outdated.
No, they told you, and so you believe them.
Sure, I believe whatever anyone tells me. I have no reason to doubt them.
And it's not even true.
Well, of course not.
Wonder what else wasn't true.
Nothing's true. Maybe the flag code thing's not true. 'Cause you know how much I love flag code.
You do love flag code. You're like, you can't wear that. Take that off. That's
Right.
a flag. You like my impression of you?
It's pretty spot on.
Yeah. No former Saturday Night Live cast member has ever won an Oscar for acting, but one former In Living Color cast member has. Jamie Foxx won Best Actor for Ray.
Yeah. Okay. That's because have you ever seen any of the Saturday Night Live movies?
No.
Exactly. That's my point.
The real
Did
name...
you see Ray?
No.
Yes, you did. We saw it in the movies there together.
Oh, we did?
Yep. I think that was you.
Oh no. The real name of the division symbol in math is an... Do you know this?
Oh, man. I don't know. That sounds like something I would know, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've said this before.
I have?
I think so.
What?
Or at least it's been on Jeopardy.
What is it?
Obelisk? Obelisk?
Obelisk?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Why does that sound so familiar to me?
Because obelisk is a big pointy thing.
Okay, that makes sense. It's been over 21,700
It's been over 21.
days since JFK was shot, which is the longest the U.S. has ever gone without a president dying in office.
Wait.
The old streak was 18,966 days from George Washington to William Henry Harrison.
Well, William Henry Harrison, didn't he die in 40 days?
I have no idea.
I believe he did.
Oh no.
I made my name.
That is actually really fun.
I thought so.
The FBI picked the name the Unabomber because it was short for University and Airline Bomber.
Really? I just thought because he was the one. I thought it was like Unibomber, like one bomb.
No, apparently not.
Oh wow.
Those were your random facts for today.
I like him.
I'm trying to see what else I have. Let's see, we did Aretha Franklin's will. What would you do if your neighbor's animal got loose and it was like super dangerous? Call animal control, try to trap it, like try to like get it, like what would you do? Panic.
So I would go back and
Like if
what's she doing?
it's
It's I would go back in the house.
and do what?
Nothing.
Hide.
And do anything.
What?
I mean, how dangerous is it? Is it a velociraptor? Is it? I mean, is it going to bust in the door?
It could come inside the house. Yes.
With the door closed
Yes.
and locked?
Yes.
Is it another? Is there pet a man?
No.
A gorilla?
No.
An alien?
No.
Okay, a robot?
No.
Okay, well I'm out of ideas now. I'm not
It's
worried.
a python.
How's it gonna get in your house? How's it gonna get in your house?
I mean, there's ways for snakes to get in the house.
How?
We've had a snake in our house before. How did it get in?
Through the ceiling.
Um.
Okay, well if I saw a
But
python,
it was big enough to eat your cats and dogs.
it ate somebody's cats.
Yes.
Well, tell what's the story?
Okay, well, it didn't eat somebody's cat and
You
dog,
said
but
it
it was
did.
big enough to eat cats and dogs. And
Are they poisonous?
pythons, yeah.
Are you sure?
You want me to look it up?
Alexa, are pythons poisonous?
Here's what I found on Pythonity's Wikipedia page. Despite their size, pythons are rarely dangerous to humans.
There, I'm not worried about it.
They're not dangerous to humans, but they're dangerous to your pets. So what if you have cats in the house, and then a python gets in from your neighbor's house that got loose, and it eats your cat?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you ever see a cat react to like a cucumber?
Yes, I have.
They freak out.
Uh-huh.
They're not going to go anywhere near the python. They're going to see that python, and they're going to be up on top of the cabinets. They're going to be outside somehow. It's not going to be an issue. Now, so you're not asking me, what would I do if the neighbor's pet got out? You're asking me, what would I do if the neighbor's dangerous animal was let loose in my house? That's what you're asking me.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't know. You know what? I'm not afraid of snakes. Gorilla, you see my boots? I'd have a brand new pair. Now, I don't know exactly what that means, but Jesse Ventura said it. Jesse Ventura said it, the body, back in 1989. So I'm going to stick with that.
Sounds good.
I don't got a phobia about snakes.
I do. Oh man, I can't do snakes. No. We were in the backyard the other day, and you were like, "Oh, look, a snake," and I was like, "Ooh, get me out of here! Go to this other house."
There were several.
Yeah, and I felt like I wanted to die.
Well, that's rational.
I mean, it's really awful. I do not do snakes. Wait, aren't you playing Snake?
This is exactly what I'm playing.
Oh, I'll ask you this question then. Maybe you can answer this one.
I'm listening.
Okay. What is the best comfort food?
Pot roast.
That actually does sound pretty good.
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
So I'm kind of siding with what everyone else is saying, and that would be grilled cheese.
Oh no! Not unless you're comfort.
That was the biggest answer, was grilled cheese.
Well, that's stupid. Not unless being comforted means still being hungry.
I mean, it doesn't have to fill you up to be comfortable, right?
To be comforting.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's not enough food. And so, to me, a grilled cheese would not be comforting because I'd still be hungry. Something hearty and, would be comfort food. So for me, maybe a big bowl of spaghetti or something.
Yeah, I was thinking like lasagna. Like lasagna would be good.
Yeah, possible. But not grilled cheese, that's silly.
I don't know. I don't have it that often, but I do think about it quite a lot.
You're weird then. You're sitting around thinking about grilled cheese.
Well,
I'm contemplating the problems of the world. You're like, man, I want some grilled cheese, but I don't want it. But I don't want it enough to go actually make it or buy it. I'm just gonna think about it, even though it literally is almost free.
yeah.
I could probably make 20 of them for $3.
Are you ready for a break?
Let me see how long we've been playing.
Okay.
I don't mean to keep bumping the mic. 41 minutes.
Okay. Ready for a break?
If you want, we can take a break.
Okay.
Let me load up my break thing. Okay, shut up. Surround. All right. Well, okay. Let's give it what? We'll come back in about 2 hours.
No.
Oh no.
Just a couple minutes.
All right. We'll be back. Okie dokie, we're back and we are ready to continue. So we're going to end with rapid fire news and comment, yes?
Yes, we are.
Rapid fire news and comment. Everybody loves it. It's a chance where we will share with you a few stories in the news, and you will hear us make a one joke about it. We do it because the news is stupid, and so are we.
Exactly, yes. Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
You got to go the whole thing because I don't have any stories.
Okay, you've been to a expensive restaurant, right? So how would you feel about having to pay extra for sauce to go with your meal?
Well,
And pay for, like $7 for like a little jar, like a little itty bitty cup
yeah,
of sauce
I wouldn't.
to go with your meal.
I mean, would it ruin your meal without it?
I mean, you might, okay, so the example would be steak. Maybe you want, A1 or something. You'd have to pay $7 just to get, a little cup of sauce to go with your steak. I mean, you might want something to go with your steak. You might not just want just steak.
Would I pay $7? Never. Would never do it.
No,
Never.
that's absolutely crazy, right?
No, I mean, I'm too cheap. I will tell you one time I went to Air Transport Command. It used to be a restaurant in Newcastle. It's not open anymore. And I ordered a steak there. And I don't really eat steak that often, but I ordered one anyway because I thought, it's a fancy restaurant. I'll get a fancy meal,
Right.
And the steak was so bad, so dry, you could barely even eat it. So I said that. I'm like, hey, this steak's really dry. Do you have any kind of sauce for this? And the waiter goes, like what, ketchup? I said, no. I said, no, like barbecue sauce, A1, anything. And he never brought it. Didn't ever bring it.
Oh,
and so at the end of the meal,
rude.
at the end of the meal, we complained about it. And you know what the waiter said?
What?
I knew the price would be a problem for you.
Okay. Yeah. The fact that your chef can't make a halfway decent steak.
Hey, I don't have a problem with the chef. I was gonna eat it. I just needed something to like.
Right.
Don't do that. Did you see her pawn my face like that?
I did see that.
You ever seen her do that before?
It's been a while.
She
but
does
yes.
it all the time. It's so annoying.
When you go get your hair done or your beard trimmed, do you wish that they wouldn't talk to you?
Yeah, I don't ever want to say anything to them. I want it to be as awkwardly silent as possible. You know, I prefer if they stare at you while they do it too. They don't ever they never look at your hair. They just stare at you in the eyes the whole time they're doing it.
No.
And neither of you flinch.
Massage your scalp.
Neither
while
says
they're
a
doing it.
neither says a thing. Basically, you don't treat each other as humans. To you, you know, she's just an automaton, and to her, you're just you're basically a dog.
No.
I also don't like it when their hands smell weird.
Does that happen?
Well, let me ask you a question.
I mean, that's never. No,
Let me
that's
ask you
never
a question.
happened to me. That's never happened to me.
If it didn't happen, would I randomly make it up? Does that sound like something?
Maybe you read that somewhere. I don't know.
What do you think
I
I'm reading? The
didn't
Book
know.
of Dirty Hands?
What?
Talking about
No.
on the back of the soap box. I mean,
Maybe you made it up. I don't know.
No, it absolutely does happen.
I didn't know that actually happened to you.
Not just once. I know what you're thinking. Where are you going to get your haircut?
Where are you going?
The alley.
No.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace, people are striking gold from rich people because they're posting their stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And apparently, Facebook Marketplace is really taken off and it's the place to be because they say it's kind of like really going crazy, like people finding stuff on there. And I do notice that more and more of my friends are posting stuff on Facebook Marketplace.
That's because you've got the worst friends. It's the new Etsy.
Pretty much, yeah. And people will post on their timeline, they'll be like, hey, I'm posting this here if you're interested before I place it on Marketplace.
What do you say? They're getting rich for this? How are they getting rich?
So they're making money off of the rich people are getting rid of their stuff and getting rid of it for like cheap because they want to get rid of it. But it's like expensive like furniture and stuff like that. Like they're getting like $500 chairs for like $100. And so they get them and then they resell them or whatever for, more money because they're expensive. But rich people are just trying to get rid of them.
Sounds like a lot of work.
No, I totally agree. It does.
Sorry, that's all I got to say about it. That goth chick that we used to work with does Facebook Marketplace stuff. She gets food off there and stuff. I don't understand.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that either.
Somebody's
but
making
really...
like Danish, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get that."
No, please.
I've never seen your kitchen. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna eat your random no Board of Health Danishes. No, thank you.
Right, exactly. Like, please, no.
In this case, they're actually empanadas, which is even worse.
And last but not least, what is one thing you're not allowed to do in your house?
Burn it down. Oh, have cars parked outside.
Oh, good point.
Have your grass too high.
Yes, pretty much.
Have trash outside.
Right. Even though trash day is like in a day, you can't keep anything outside.
Right.
Basically, have nothing outside except just outside stuff.
Fine. Why do you ask?
Oh, because the question was posed online on social media that what was to people, and they said what was one thing that you're forbidden to do in your house.
Forbidden by whom?
By your significant other. I would say you're not really forbidden to do anything.
I don't really do anything. Please don't bump the microphone. You're forbidden to bump the microphone.
I didn't think I was saying it.
Somebody did. It's bouncing. I know what you're thinking. It's me because I'm like bouncing my leg. What are you forbidden to do? Enjoy my free time, maybe. You know, I'm not allowed to watch shows that I like, maybe. Maybe I'm not allowed to use anything to cook at all because all of our appliances are dying. Have a refrigerator because you broke our refrigerators. So have a refrigerator might be one of them.
Basically, the necessities, the things that you need to live.
Yeah, we don't have those. That's why I'm doing this YouTube channel because you know we're hungry. So, you know, be nice. Because be nice. Life is hard. We just lost our jobs. So. That the last one?
That was the last one.
That's what we're going to end on. All right, kids. We'll see you next time. As always, wish you the very best day. And say good luck, God bless, good day, sir.
All right.